Here,
I
come
know,
to
right?
Queen's Park.
Well,
Come face to face with us.
well, now that we know what's going on, there's another program they announced yesterday. If you still doubt that this is a takeover of society, the target is small business and the takeover is large business, they have decided if you own a large business of $300 million or more, they will loan you as much money as you need to make sure you survive this crisis.
What?
Yes, as much money as you need. But guess what you have to give them in return?
Part of the company.
Part ownership of your company. So, what do you call it when the government is taking over the means of production? What is the definition of that?
Communism!
Thank you very much. This is literally an in-your-face way to transform our economic system from the capitalist socialist that we have to straight up pseudo-capitalist communism like you have in China, where you're still technically allowed to own a business, but the government's going to own part of your business. The government's going to control how you operate. The government's going to control everything about that business. And if you're one of the small guys, if you're one of the little guys, if you're one of the independent thinkers, one of the people that employs 70% of Canada, well, you just don't fit into their plan. So you're going to have to go. Sorry. That's the plan. That's why they won't give you a date. That's why they keep telling you you're going to have to wait another 2 weeks indefinitely. If you let them do that, they might let you open in July, August, with very ridiculous restrictions to make sure you cannot make money. Then by the time flu season comes around again, we're not going to call it COVID season, that's giving it too much credit. You already know you're going to hear second wave, second wave, second wave, over and over from everywhere you look. And then they're going to tell you, sorry, you got to close your business again. And this time, 4 out of 5 of those businesses are going to be shut forever. So, we got to stop this. How do we stop it? I'm not going to give you guys some crazy pipe dream of marching on Parliament or getting the government to step down. Those are distractions. Those will not happen. How do you get this to stop? The same way our protest is working here. If there was 20 of us here, me talking to 20 people, I'd already be in handcuffs, I'd already be in a cop car. The same thing applies to small businesses. If you guys try to open a loan, they'll find you, they'll come after you, they'll try to make an example of you, so you make sure you tell everybody, whatever you do, don't go against the government. So I want to make it so you guys have every tool available to go against the government. That's why I started the Back to Work initiative, the Back to Work Face Group, and now the Back to Work nonprofit organization that will have official status next week. Our plan is to make people, we don't want people to break the law. We never would tell anybody to go out and break the law. However, when it comes to the point where business owners are looking at their books or their accountants are telling them, you either open in 2 weeks or you're done. It becomes necessity. People have no choice. They have to try to open, and they have to try to do it in a way that minimizes their chances of getting reprisals from this crazy government. So what are we doing about it? With my nonprofit, we're going to organize as many businesses as we can inside the network. We have provided them a legal defense team that will represent all of them. And as of next week, as I obtain my nonprofit status, we will start taking donations for a legal fund to help any business that gets harassed by this government to not only retain counsel, but to make sure they have a unified front like we have here. If hundreds of businesses organize like we have hundreds of protesters, we don't need millions like a march on government. We just need a few hundred business owners acting out of personal necessity. If you all decide on a soft opening day, and nobody knows when this is except you and me, and everybody opens, the government might be able to go to 4 or 5 businesses a day. And most of those people will get warnings and might have to shut down. But there'll still be hundreds of businesses open and opening. And as soon as these businesses open, the people will leave their homes. When the people leave their homes like we have, and nobody gets sick because this is not a dangerous virus, the whole hoax falls apart. Social distancing becomes a bad memory. Our schools go back to normal. Our businesses thrive. Our independence is retained. Our freedom is retained. If you doubt that we have this power, I can prove it to you quite easily. We know the government is lying. We know they use the government, the media, their so-called experts. Every facet they can get to you, they use to lie. Social media. Why do they do this? If the government had the power they want you to think they have, they wouldn't waste the friggin' time and resources lying to you to get you to comply. They would come out and tell you, this is what's gonna happen, and you're not gonna do anything about it. They have to lie. In a free society, the truth is prevalent everywhere. And that's how people are informed to make the right choice. And that's why there's always freedom in a society that values truth. However, for tyranny to thrive, it's absolutely imperative to spread that ignorance to the masses, because the people that in power know that fear and ignorance is what keeps the masses compliant, no matter how devious the agenda. That's all it is, fear. And that's why you need, when you're lying, you need to tell the same lie over and over, as much as possible, from as many people as possible. Yet when you hear the truth resonates, and you need to only hear it once from one person, and it dispels all those lies. That's why they don't want me talking to you, because I tell the truth, and they know as soon as you hear the truth and you wake up to the lies, they become completely powerless.
That's right.
And if you want this to end, if you want to be free, if you want the Canada that we grew up in for your children, you're gonna have to listen to me. That's all I gotta say. I'm the only one offering a viable solution. Other people are giving things that sound nice. This is real stuff. This is the kind of thing on the ground. I was telling a lot of people about this activist, and the most common response I heard was, no one's ever done anything like that before. No kidding. That's why it's going to work. If you truly believe you are free, do you believe you are free?
I believe!
Do you want to be free?
I want to be free!
Then just come with me.
Yes.
We have a cover letter to hand out to
Yes.
businesses with my contact information and instructions on the back how to handle yourself if you get harassed by the government. Once the fund is open, we are asking businesses that want to be part of the network to donate a minimum of $100 to the fund. Any private citizen can donate any amount they want. It will be 100% fully refundable, and 100% of the funds will go specifically to small businesses and specifically their legal fees to fight against the tyranny that we're experiencing today. If you need one of the forms, you want one of the forms, it's easy to get my contact info for anyone, but these forms have some good information on them. Just ask my beautiful, stunning goddess of a wife right there. Thank you.